The sword of Damocles continues to hang over North Idaho College as the decision on disaccreditation has been put off until April 2025, unless the college does something stupid. Well, they did something stupid. Remember, the issue with accreditation deals with board governance. In other words, is the Lollipop Guild capable of governing the college properly?
We represent the KCRCC, the KCRCC, the KCRCC, and in the name of the KCRCC, we're going to screw up MIC.
The answer is no. Board governance is out of control based on what occurred at the August 23rd Board of Trustees meeting. Let's start with a published agenda. Executive session and other normal things. Here's the part I was interested in. Tab 2 to consider hiring a new attorney. The rest of the agenda is pretty standard, but no, wait, look at this item. Action. Approve items as needed. Is that transparent? Isn't it just an item to set anything on the agenda without notifying the public? In other words, is it a violation of the open meeting law? You bet it is. Not only that, apparently the board rehired Fart Cucumber as their attorney at the will of the chair. Article in the Coeur d'Alene Press Friday, August 25th. Yes, they hired Colton Boyles, which I'll get into in a moment. It's the meat of this rant. But here it says, during a May board meeting, Macomber said his contract with NIC would end August 15, and his work for the college up to that date would only be to facilitate the transition to a new legal counsel. He then walked out of the meeting and left the building. Show that video.
Starting tonight, though, my work for the college will only be to facilitate the transition to new legal counsel. My contract with NIC will end on August 15, 2023, but tonight these circumstances require me to now withdraw as NIC counsel.
Lawyers mincing words. Resignation. Withdraw. Did Nixon withdraw from office? It was extended at the will of the chair to continue the projects he was working, which include the investigation of the personnel matter, Banducci said before Wednesday's meetings. It's unclear when the decision was made. And that's the key point. When was the decision made? At a public meeting? It wasn't. All this will of the chair thing isn't anything I've read anywhere in a Republican form of government. Dictatorships, yes, but not in this country. And these people claim to be constitutional scholars. Fart Cucumber is with us for the foreseeable future and at a higher rate because, well, people have been mean to him online. I'm not making that up.
Are you increasing your fee or not?
I am, and I gave the board 30 days notice as required under my contract. And the reason that I'm doing it is because of the extreme, I would say, reputational attacks that have been made on me by various people in the community.
Fart Cucumber, Fart Cucumber, Fart Cucumber, Fart Cucumber, Fart Cucumber. You're welcome, Art. Flatly, you're not worth $100 an hour, let alone $400, no matter how much you wet your pants. You and Mr. Boyles don't understand educational law, you're ignorant, and to prove it...
I don't understand the letters of no confidence. This is not a criticism of those letters because I don't know what they are. But my legal history background shows that votes of no confidence are used in constitutional monarchies.
Votes of no confidence are possible in the educational realm. They only happen when right-wing kooks take over a board, ipso fatso, and they're common as a procedure in parliamentary government. Just because England has a parliament and is a constitutional monarchy doesn't mean that a vote of no confidence is limited to that specific form of government. Germany's Fourth Reich lacks a king. As a parliamentary system of government, however, they do have votes of no confidence. Any educated person would know this. So the college is now going to pay 2 attorneys. They're already paying 2 presidents, double the cost and double the chaos. The extremist faction of the local Republican Party, the same people who dominate the NIC board and the Community Library Network board, are not fiscal conservatives. That part of the GOP platform no longer exists for these people. These rated and vetted trustees spend taxpayer money worse than any liberal ever elected to the NIC board. It's crazy, but that's not the end of the crazy.
I'm going to make the motion to hire D. Colton Boyles, Esquire of Boyles Law, PLLC, as the general counsel for North Idaho College.
Yes, the nightmare we all feared has come to pass. Remember, the accreditation issue is board governance, which includes board behavior. They have chosen Colton Boyles, a political ideologue, legal hack, and far-right extremist, as their attorney, despite the fact that he scored the lowest on their qualifications rating. He didn't even respond to some questions. And his emails to the board, he made veiled threats. Dr. Swain tries to apply some sanity, and watch how Thug Banducci treats him.
I would like to at least present the report as you asked me to prepare. I would like to present that for consideration.
No, we didn't ask you for that, sir. You've
Trustee
given it to us and
Banducci,
we've reviewed it.
he can
We're out
make
of
his
order.
request. Please show respect and support for your presentation.
But I think
Is
there's
there-
one more point that I'd like to make, and
Yes.
that is that one of the applicants for this position was asked to respond to 4 questions by the board.
Yes,
and they were
and
not.
we have all been on those
but they were
email
not.
chains.
They were not responsive.
Sir,
And a
this is not the
non-responsive-
time to attack one of the RFPs.
I'm not attacking.
Not
I'm
attacking.
giving you a report that
So, and it's not
non-responsive.
being requested by your board right
Did
now.
you say the
So,
questions
thank
were
you
from
very
the
much.
board, but
Okay,
we were all
the
not involved
motion
with that?
before the
Remember, the issue is board governance. Todd Banducci lacks the grace and intelligence to serve in any elected capacity. And this is what you get when you blindly vote for those who the KCRCC rates and vets for nonpartisan offices. It's the exact dysfunction. Political parties should not be involved in nonpartisan positions. This kind of gross disrespect and antagonism is exactly what stems from the immature and foolish behavior we've seen on NIC and are starting to see on the Community Library Network. Coeur d'Alene Press editorial today, August 27, 2023. Latest bad decision could kill NIC. These same trustees have already spent many thousands of dollars in 9 months on Macomber's advice, with this to show for all their teamwork. Lost lawsuits, skyrocketing insurance rates, mass exodus of qualified personnel, musical chairs at the college's most important leadership position, huge losses of financial support from its foundation, and votes of no confidence from every campus quarter. No wonder NIC's accrediting agency, the Northwest Commission on Colleges and Universities, has demanded a dramatic course correction. But that's not what they're getting. The accreditation people are watching, but Banducci, Wagner, and McKinsey, they just don't give a damn.
We're one bad board meeting away from losing accreditation.
Was that this meeting? These clowns can do no right. Here's how the press editorial concluded today, words that I've repeated often as a warning. The even larger question, with the KCRCC blessed zealot-led community library network on a path of self-destruction and school board and city council elections on the immediate horizon, is how far are the voters willing to let the damage go? The November 7th election is the tipping point. Banducci, Regan, and the KCRCC may have destroyed North Idaho College and the Community Library Network. The community must pull it together to save our cities and school districts from their cancer. Now, I've been busy, and I'm going to be busier still campaigning this fall. But for more frequent updates, consider following my Twitter or X account. I'm available there as @Gookin_Paul.